today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Set to do the honors here, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And now a little across the 25 to the 27. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he's just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
Play action now. Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give him much run after catch.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Tyler Irvin back deep. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
I remember when Alan Lazard came out of Iowa State, many questioned his speed and wondered if he could separate from defenders downfield. He got pressed into action in the middle of last year due to injury for Green Bay and wound up 2nd on the team in receiving yards as he developed and got better each and every week. Remember that Monday night game against the Bears, partner? A late touchdown and a big comeback victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Eric Kendricks.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 44, Rodgers. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And now another one thrown incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
On the carry.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on.
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
Second down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his own running mate, Stephon Diggs, to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to the ground, Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st down.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Kenny Clark in on the stop.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about
get him into the end zone.
For the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. It's caught here by Adams. And out across midfield down to the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
First down.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Green Bay.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And they will regular down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard.
And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is his ability to play the ball in the air and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
33, Dalvin
brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Brought down at the 40.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First and 10 at the 20. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Carried by the wide receiver.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
He's brought down at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3. brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
It's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
7-yard pickup.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, Cousins. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They run, Cook, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This from 36 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Next to score, Vikings 10, Packers 7.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that's complete to Adams.
Rodgers pass.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's a gain of 9.
One of the underrated aspects of Devontae Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that #12, his quarterback,
trusts implicitly.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Attack on the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Packers take over 1st and
out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. You know, daytime, he's out there running around, feeling good about himself. Whatever his prep was coming in, he was able to get out there quick and fire away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Green Bay.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's a gain of 10.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
To number 17,
Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Abdullah will return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Jaleel Johnson made
now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Johnson on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that's incomplete. Cousins got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his pitch catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
First down, Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Second down at 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 20.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Jones. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
For Green Bay, Danielle Hunter on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Rodgers. His throw incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
First down.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They go back to the ground with Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Hand off to Aaron Jones. Taken down at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And that's complete to Lewis. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Green Bay.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Rodgers to throw once more. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work,
it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They'll go with Jones. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins, complete. Jefferson to target. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Back at the 32.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised, just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you. Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Packers take over first and 10.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this in intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Packers.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Rodgers will get this to Jay Kumaro. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Sometimes I wonder, partner, what it would be like to just do a bar graph for all the players in the NFL to see where they came from in college to where they are in the NFL. And Daniil Hunter, a guy with less than 10 sacks in his college career at LSU, is now one of the best sack guys in the NFL. Picks up another one there, had 14 and a half last year, and became the youngest player in NFL history to reach 50 sacks in his career in the 2019 season.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the delay, Jones broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie things at 17 all.
The game at 17.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins, throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis.
Complete.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Well, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Well, he's been pretty solid. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's second and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Green Bay.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 15-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers again now. Flushed out right. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his, and it's a touchdown for the Packers.
Rodgers on the keeper. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
That kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cook. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. And this is Cook with the ground. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
27, Packers 24.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Taken in at the 3.
Tyler Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Rodgers on the keeper. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, that's complete, right around the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I want to do after that completed pass. 4th down, down by 3. What do I want to do here?
You want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And Crosby puts it through, and in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
27.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our scores. The kick's away. Now Abdullah, the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
And now out comes Minnesota. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
34-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Cousins. Get quickly to Thielen here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
they
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. 27. Kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Valdez-Scantling. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
He may try and run for this. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jaleel Johnson, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
intercepted.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Ball carrier.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Extra point try now for Crosby. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And now the Little across the 25 to the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, Cook, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The carry. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 2.
play fake. Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point try by Bailey. And they will take a 7-point lead then. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. 34. Touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Jones has it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return, Johnson. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff.
You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle by...
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Britton Colquitt now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now Rodgers in the pack. Down by 7. 1:47 on the clock. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Aaron Rodgers, so cool in these situations, but he's got to get his guys moving.
Yeah, they have to be able to have that urgency while still keeping their cool.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw, Rodgers. Complete to Jones. That catch good for only a couple. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He's back to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Cousins is going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Cousins on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.